Hi guys, how are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. For those of you who are new, my name is Eva, and for those of you who are coming back, as always, thank you so much for coming back. Welcome to another MLM shit show. Today we're back for another top MLM fails, and I don't think this one's gonna be too long. I have a little bit of a mixture of everything. I have the conversation with that very annoying Beachbody coach who doesn't take no for an answer. We have a little bit of a real thing going on, just a little bit of everything, but I don't think it's gonna be too long. I'm trying to squeeze in 2 videos during my 1-hour lunch break, so this is a new challenge. It's sunny outside finally after like 4 or 5 days of nothing, just clouds and doom. So I'm super motivated today to work extra on my little YouTube hustle. Take a look at the graph. A lot of you have been enjoying my content lately, and I'm super happy for that. But as you can see, a lot of you are also not subscribed. Almost half of you. So if you could click that like and subscribe button, it would really help me out a lot. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm not going to rant about anything today, so you're welcome. Let's just put a little disclaimer in here and let's get into the video. I'm actually wearing like probably the 2 worst colors ever you can combine. Blue and red, right? Anyway, the first is a post. So it says 30 freaking years. 30 goddamn freaking years. I have always been told I'm lazy. I'm always unorganized chaos. I always had an awful memory. I always had wacky sleep. I always got random bursts of energy to clean. I always had what I labeled as OCD tendencies, like color coordinate everything. I always had sweets as a major weakness. Well, so far, all of these is me as well, so I'm really curious where this is gonna go. I always had days where I can't do nothing but sleep. I always struggled with headaches. I always had a weight problem and emotional eating. I always had more to-do lists and trackers that I forgot to use. I'm always kinda ish on time but borderline late. I always have 7 to 8 alarms to wake up. I'm always great for a few weeks then fall off with new routines. I'm the most consistent, inconsistent health and fitness lover. I struggled with this my entire freaking life. I thought this was normal. I thought everyone has these struggles. Okay, can you let me know down below like how many people that you know, how many of your friends and families have like half of these issues? I think these kind of are normal. Like some of them are a little bit more severe. You should go check yourself out if it's something severe. But this past fall, I hit the lowest I have been in a very long time. COVID, disaster at work, taking on homeschooling, and med changes. I thought my anxiety and depression got the best of me. Well, nope, that wasn't it. It took me 1 month to get a diagnosis. It took me about 1 month to cope with finding out how I think and perceive the world is different from everyone else. I had to figure out how to manage my symptoms. It took me 1 month to get in to see a doctor, then another month to start medications to rewire my brain. Here we are, start fresh, start new routine, create new healthy habits. This is where my ADHD health and fitness journey begins. She's kind of like using this in a way. Yeah, she's sharing it. It's okay to share, but this is, I think this was It Works. Why she is sharing is so that other people who have similar issues, who are experiencing any of these issues, and of course, like I said, you can probably identify to have at least 3 issues from this list because a lot of people just struggle. Of course, you should go check with the doctor if you're struggling with anything, like I said before, but this is just like, anyone can have any of these symptoms and they don't need to have OCD or ADHD or anything. I personally have OCD. I really need to sneeze. I may have forgotten to take my antihistamines this morning, so this is what we're gonna deal with today. I'm one of those people that has to take antihistamines throughout the whole year, otherwise my nose is gonna fall apart. Anyway, excuse my nose, I'm not sick, I'm fine. So next one is a reel. Okay, so we're not gonna listen to that music because I'm gonna get copyrighted. So it says, yup, real money, real income. When you realize Avon only has 50 millionaires in 100 years, but Monat has 75 millionaires in just 7 years. Kinda defeats the statistic of 75 millionaires in 7 years when you take a look at how many people are not earning anything. So that's just bullshit anyway. Next one. So she says, can network marketing be classy without the spam and cold messages? And then she's like, yes, and starts dancing, right? Listen, sis, it's so important to keep it classy and take the ick out. So how do you do that? First, First, be authentic. You were an amazing person that talked about what you loved so genuinely before social selling. So don't turn into a robot the minute you join. Keep being that shares person you were passionately sharing what you love. Does that even make sense, or is it just me? Second, don't treat people like a hashtag or quick paycheck. If you want to be a great leader or seller, you have to have a heart to serve, to listen, to educate, and to lead with value. 2-to-1 ratio. Don't suddenly make your social media 100% your company. Come on, girl. We still want to see your Bible verses, your kids, your favorite recipes, 2 lifestyles to 1 work-related post. Fourth, when you do post the work-related stuff, be a storyteller. Educate and add value we talked about earlier. No one wants to see that website graphic with your link plus pricing. No one wants to be sold to. So share how it solves your problems, how it personally makes you feel, and teach people how to use it. Give them tips in and outside of your company. I think she mixed up the numbers here, but anyway. Cold messages suck. Can we stop that? Okay, thanks. No further detail needed here. Be a light, not a negatorus rex. If your page is always down and negative, your storefront will reflect that. You catch more bees with honey, right? Toxic positivity. Remain you. I know it can be easy to be inspired by others, but don't lose yourself. I promise you, people want you. Good God, she really never proofreads her posts. It's really hard to read this. That allows your network to heart your heartbeat. What? And separate you as a real woman versus a paid ad. You got this. Let's keep it classy. But yeah, cold messaging sucks. Stop that. Start trying to build relationships, aka manipulate people in order to recruit them, in my own opinion. Yeah, we see this all the time, especially lately. I think this is a new thing where they're like, oh, we have this whole new system. You don't have to cold message anything, anyone. It all works. Just join, whatever. But then when you actually join, at some point, you are going to end up cold messaging people. It might not be cold messaging in a way, hey girl, do you want to join my team? But it's still gonna be, hey, how are you? You have such a cute baby. It's ingenuine. You're just messaging random people on Instagram, trying to find common topic, common interest in order to befriend them and then recruit them. So it's the same shit, but it's more manipulative and it's more disingenuous. So that's kind of even worse than just outright cold messaging. And then this is the same girl, and this is one of the top coaches, reps. God damn it, me and coaches, reps. But yeah, she says, my girl, if people are doubting how far you can go so far that you can't hear them anymore. It's funny, when we become adults, we instantly want to be great at everything we do. In fact, when we try something new and don't do well, we instantly think it's not for us, which is so wrong. It's going to take practice, it's going to take time, it's going to take being willing to suck and learn. Oh my God. But if you allow yourself to experience, to learn, and grow as you go, you can master anything. So go do it. You need to proofread your posts, girl. So go do it. The truth is, you're good enough, you're pretty enough, and smart enough. You're all you need to be by simply showing up as who you are today. Next post is from a Young Living rep. So it says, top reasons why people are running to the social selling business model. Low startup cost, flexible hours, remote capability, selling on social is the norm. Income flexibility, direct to consumer is better. The industry always grows in economic recessions. And it's more approachable than ever. I love how everyone now knows, well, most people are aware what network marketing is and how many issues there are associated with the word. So now they're moved to social selling, direct selling, or even, what's the new one? Retail selling or social retail, just to kind of distance themselves from network marketing and MLMs because probably of the whole anti-MLM movement. So low startup costs, not necessarily. Sometimes these packages cost up like $900 or $1,000 or even more. Flexible hours, no. If you have a full-time job, you're gonna end up hustling on the side for free for a network marketing company. Selling on social is norm. Sure, it's great to sell. It's great to be able to advertise some companies and get stuff back for doing that, like I'm doing with RYDERWEAR. But yeah, MLMs are not the solution. MLMs are just free labor, basically, in my own opinion. Next one. So it says, good morning. She's got her cup of coffee. She's got her cute baby. And then she's got her essential oils, of course. 2 of them. And then she's got a diffuser. I'm so scared for all these children whose moms are reps for Young Living and doTERRA. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's in a warm, dry country that doesn't have issues with high humidity. But as someone who lives in Ireland, there's so much humidity around. It's so hard here with the rain falling all the fucking time. So even though I'm not using any diffusers or essential oils or anything like that, I still have to have a dehumidifier. I feel bad for all of those babies. And then the fact that they're also putting those oils onto the babies as well, it's just disturbing. Anyway, next one. Some good thoughts here. Now is the time to join this industry. During the pandemic, Kim K built a $1 billion company called Skims. Kim K. I mean, in my own opinion, she's not really the best role model that you could have. I'm running out of time. So next one. Benefits of being an ambassador. Work from Work from home, in the car line with your kids, on breaks, etc. Flexibility is one of our favorite aspects. So this is kind of putting it all there. You're gonna have to work when you should be hanging out with your kids and stuff like that, which is really sad. I don't know like who would read this and be like, oh yeah, that's what I want to do. When my kids are playing at the park, I want to be hustling on my phone. I don't really see it as a benefit or something that you should try to use to lure people in, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. Get paid daily. Earn 20 to 30% commission on all products sold, plus unlimited free product credit. The unique sisterhood is unlike any other. We have several trips a year where we can meet up, plus weekly Zooms and our chat texts. Get your hands on all new products and promotions before anyone else. Industry leaders to help you build your business every step of the way. The support is amazing. This is also contradictory to like Eric Worre always says, being in network marketing is very lonely because you have to do everything by yourself. So this is one of those contradictory things where they're like, oh, we're doing this together, you have the leaders to help you, but then you have top network marketing coach who says it's extremely lonely and you're not doing things with other people. It's all on you to recruit and to build your team and to sell everything. So which one is right? I wonder. Let me know down below, which one do you think is right? Is it more lonely or is it more a sisterhood? Because I think it's lonely. Next one is the conversation that my IG friend had with a Beachbody coach. Hello, if you're watching, I love you. Thank you for sending this to me. And I'm not joking, a lot of people sent me this guy's messages. This is like the 3rd or 4th time that someone sent me a conversation with this particular Beachbody coach. So he says, hey, how are you? I just wanted to reach out and see if you'd maybe want to become a coach for this fitness company I work with. I want to identify a few good people to work with. It may or may not be for you, but would you be open to taking a look? She says, no thank you, but I appreciate the offer. He says, no worries. This is actually with a company called Beachbody. Have you heard of them before? Or maybe P90X? It's like she literally said no thank you, but he goes into it. She says, yeah, I've heard of it. A good friend of mine used to be a coach. Oh, that's great. LOL. Not something you'd like to do as a side hustle? ? She literally just said no thank you. No, she didn't make any money doing it and probably actually ended up losing money, and she lost a bunch of friends trying to recruit. LOL. That's because she was doing it wrong. Let me explain. We as coaches are all about education and understanding when it comes to our programs and services. When you recommend it to a close friend, they have to understand that you're trying to change their life and help them find a solution. When a friend says no, that means they don't know anything about what you're offering. It's our job to invite them for free so that they would learn about how this opportunity can really change their life. And if they still say no, then we wouldn't force them, as you're not forcing this random person online that already rejected you, right? The only way you can lose friends in this business is if you force them to buy it, but we don't do that. They're either in or they're out. The method that I'm doing is the best there is. I'd love to show you. My dude, this method that you're using, cold messaging, forcing people to talk to you when they say no multiple times, is not the best method that you're using. It's a very shit method, so you should probably stop doing that. And then she says, but don't you think coming at random people with weight loss products and programs is offensive. What if someone is happy in their plus size body? No, definitely not. If they're happy, move on to the next person. I could care less about the money. This is about changing people's lives, helping them become healthier, fitter, and happier. Either way though, I'm not interested. I already have a fitness program. I don't want to cold message people, and I don't have the time for it. Thanks anyways. She's still being nice. I would stop being nice a long time ago. Then the dude sends her a voice message, and then a few hours later messages her again. Would you be available tomorrow at 8 p.m. for a Zoom call? Like, she already told you no, like at least 3 times. She goes on, no, I'm sorry, but I just don't think this fits with me. I'm not going to do the workouts or encourage people to do something that I don't do myself. Also, I don't really support MLMs, sorry. And then he says, well, that's why it's required to do the workouts as well. She just said she doesn't want to do the workouts. And there's nothing wrong with MLMs. As long as we're changing people's lives, that's all that matters. You're not changing anyone's lives. If anything, you're changing these people's lives that you recruit for the worse, because they're spending so much money, they're spending so much time and effort, they're not getting any money back. How are you changing their lives for the better? Not to mention that the Beachbody workouts are horrendous. Most of them are not beginner friendly. Most of them are overly complicated, stupid, just a bunch of lunges, crazy jumps where you can hurt your knees. As someone who used to do Beachbody, I destroyed my knees. This was like 10 years ago or something at this point. It was terrible. I will always regret. Of course, I had incorrect form, stuff like that, but I was a beginner and this was advertised as beginner friendly. Tell me, what are your favorite workouts? What's your style? He's still not giving up. She says, I'm a yoga teacher. I create my own flows. Then he says, okay, well, we do have yoga programs as well. But look, my team and I are hosting a live webinar explaining all about what this is. Come get the facts, learn a little bit more about it, and then make a decision based on those facts. Would you be able to make it? We start at 8 p.m. in Eastern time. No, thank you. He goes on. He says, look at this, sends a screenshot. He sent the exact same messages. And this person unfortunately said, gotcha, whoa, yeah, that sounds like something I'd definitely be interested in doing. And I feel really, really bad for this person. I hope they didn't go through it in the end, or maybe they were just trolling him or something. Now, this is someone who's going to make it big in Beachbody, very open-minded. That's what I love to see. It's like, dude, what the fuck are you, like, why are you sending this to a random person? And then she sent him a video, Beachbody, let's puke together. I love that. And then she says, this gave the entire breakdown of the company. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. And he just sends, interesting. Girl, if you're watching and if he tried to contact you again after all of this, please let me know. Send me some screenshots. And thank you for this. But yeah, this is probably the worst case of cold messaging gone wrong. Honestly, like, he should be ashamed of himself. Like, leave people alone. Just because they responded to 1 or 2 of your messages doesn't give you the right to go spam them and force conversations and try to force them to join your stupid Zoom call. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. The next one is a reel. So she says, do I regret starting social retail 5 years ago as an underdog? So this is social retail now. She was advertising some mascara stuff before. Obviously, she has jumped from MLM to MLM for a while. Then she shows her nice cute kids, whatever, and then she says, put extra food on the table so we didn't overdraft. It gave me an outlet, then brought my husband home from his second job, paid off my van 6 years early, reminded me who I was after I had forgotten, gave me a group of women I love plus travel with, built our dream house I never thought I could have. So it's just, it gave her so much in only 5 years. She's super happy, super successful. What about the 99% of people who don't earn any money? I think she's one of the first ones to join. Next one.
Called the Vampire Collective. And what it is, it's where we knock down all team walls. If you've ever been in the industry, give me a heart if you were in the network marketing, social retail industry. Actually a star, give me a star emoji below. Because it can be a competitive thing in some companies. At ours, it's not. It's very like, drop your walls, all leaders help all teams, I'll share any secret sauce I have, here's what I do, and we all help train, and then we all don't have to help, you know, like many hands make for light work, right? So we have created, me and 2 other top leaders created this thing where we train the whole field, every Thursday. And I literally myself, I make the schedule and I'm like talking to different leaders, like, do you want to train this week? Do you want to train this week? Do you want to train with her? Right? And we create panels. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. And so I was speaking yesterday, and I love being able to speak to that underdog woman who doesn't believe she can do anything. No one will buy from me. No one will want to support me. Who would want to join me? She's so pretty and I'm not. I have to let you guys know, when I started 5 years ago, it was definitely not to make 6 figures. In fact, if you would have told me, Brooke, you're going to join social retail, you're going to work with makeup and skincare, you're super insecure, by the way, you're super busy with kids at home, and you're going to build a house and make 6 figures, I would have laughed at you, hung up on you, and said, not possible. I don't believe you. Go away. But to me, what was life-changing is we would always overdraft the last 2 days of the month, single income family, you know, and we would have overdraft protection, or like we'd have to eat whatever's in the fridge, whatever's in the pantry. And that was our life. And yet we couldn't like go on to the movie theater if we wanted to. We couldn't just go grocery shopping and just slide the cart and not have to pre-total everything up in the cart. Anybody live like that? And so if you would have told me that I could actually bring in $200 a month, that was literally, terminology and all, life-changing to me. Don't tell me that's not life-changing. Do not tell me that's not life-changing. $200 a month for me, extra stream of income, was life-changing. That put an extra gas in the tank, that put more food on the table, that paid a water bill, that paid a phone bill, whatever I had to do, that helped my family. And it made the last few days of the month more comfortable, right? So anyway, I love this industry. I'm super passionate about this industry.
Again, she's using the term social retail because just MLMs, network marketing, it just doesn't work anymore on people. I think like everyone's heard this terminology in a negative light. So I love how they started to change the terminology in order to trick people. But again, she's using a very bad time of her life in order to get people to join her team. Single income family, it was really hard. I'm so sorry that she went through it, but she's doing fine now, right? That's not the case for 99% of people who join network marketing. Unfortunately, situation gets worse and worse for them, and I feel like it's really sickening and disgusting that this is the prime target that this woman is trying to target. If you're barely making it week to week, if you have kids, if your husband or whatever you is the only person working and providing for your family, I think it's really disgusting that she's targeting this type of people in order to get them to spend like 200 or something for a starter kit and then hustle, very well knowing that most people below her don't earn any money. And also in the beginning when she was like, oh, it can get very competitive, you know, other MLM companies, oh my god, other MLM companies, it's so competitive, you're by yourself. We're not like other MLMs. Oh, really? Because this is the first time that we heard someone say we're not like other MLMs. Anyways, I have to wrap this video up here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. As always, thank you for your continuous support. I do appreciate you guys. If you're not coming from my social media, I'm gonna link my Instagram down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.